It's our star movie From Here to Eternity in about 8 minutes, but first the ITN News headlines after this break.
New drama for a new season. Starting this Sunday at 9, The Heroes, a daring raid planned.
They're running their war, Major Lion, and we'll do our very best to run ours.
You will be taught certain skills. How to kill.
You made me walk, sir?
Well, if you can walk, feel free. The rest of us mere mortals will swim.
Jason Donovan stars in The Heroes, starting this Sunday, continuing Monday and concluding Tuesday at 9 on Thames.
Tiptoe through the window, by the window, that is where I come. Tiptoe through the tulips with me. Ooh.
Nice one, Sir Cyril, but access is more flexible.
Who captures Mama Nature's goodness to bring you the perfect spaghetti bolognese sauce? Thick and chunky with no artificial ingredients. Who but Dolmio? Dolmio do this, so all you have to do is eat and enjoy the perfect spaghetti bolognese. Dolmio, the best from Mama Nature.
Rinsing, spin speed, stains.
Do we have a problem?
Victor?
Yes?
I was just looking for a technical hint about,
Minestrone. Did he manage to avoid his tie this time? All we need is...
Wisk.
Created to be a liquid, never a powder. Wisk is...
Gloopy.
Gloopy. The softness of a liquid with the power to penetrate every fibre. Technically speaking, it's brilliant. This husband of yours, does he work late?
Not as late as you will.
Wisk. Technically speaking, it's brilliant.
All sorts of people get indigestion. Most of us can be affected. But with Bisodol, you won't suffer for very long. Every day, the distinct yellow Bisodol pack comes in very handy to thousands of people. Its 3 active ingredients and its pleasant flavor make it the smart choice. For people who may get indigestion, but certainly don't intend to suffer from it, Bisodol. 3 active ingredients for fast indigestion relief.
Nestle Original Dairy Crunch. Smooth chocolate. Crispy rice.
And now, new White Dairy Crunch. The smoothest white chocolate with crispy rice. Relax. With the heavenly taste of white chocolate and crispy rice.
New White Dairy Crunch from Nestle. Can you resist the crunch?
In 1958, 2 brothers called Frank and Dan Carney set out to make great pan pizzas. They opened a small restaurant in Wichita, Kansas, and called it Pizza Hut. Its reputation soon spread. The more toppings they dreamed up, the more people came to eat there. Pizza Hut still make pan pizzas the way Frank and Dan did, and people still go there to eat them.
We're gonna need a bigger hut.
They just don't have to go as far as Kansas.
Notice the lack of worry lines around this man's face. The steady hand, the relaxed posture. This man has had a complete financial health check, free from Allied Dunbar, including advice on pensions, life assurance and mortgages.
I'll see you again in 2 weeks' time with your full report. I look forward to that. Thanks a lot.
The Allied Dunbar financial health check. All you have to lose are your worries.
Did you know which 1967 album was hailed as the best rock album of all time? Of course, it was Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Now, the news headlines.
The Trade and Industry Secretary, Lord Young, has ordered the Observer and the Lonhro Company to hand over all copies of his department's official report into the takeover of Harrods 4 years ago. Last night, the Observer's editor, Donald Trelford, said he didn't have any copies to hand back. Lord Young's move comes after the Observer, owned by Lonhro, attempted to publish a special edition containing leaked extracts from the report by the Department of Trade and Industry. The DTI won a High Court injunction banning publication. Lord Young wants to know how the group got hold of the report, and he's launched an internal inquiry to discover the source of the leak. Meanwhile, Lonhro has indicated it will challenge the injunction.
Certainly we're going to challenge the injunctions, which are an absolute disgrace.
When will that be?
As soon as possible.
British Airways Chairman Lord King has said heads may roll after an investigation is completed into how a jumbo jet flew for 3 months with a stick of gelignite mislaid during a police exercise. ITN has discovered the exact part of the cabin in which the gelignite was found.
It had worked its way down through the seat onto the floor. Over what period of time I can't tell you because I don't know. And it was found by a cleaner and it was handed in and reported.
I'm staggered by that reply. We've always been told that the airside searches are very, very thorough. And if we can't find anything that's hidden down a seat by any normal searching techniques, what is our security about?
Mrs. Thatcher is in Malawi on the latest stage of her African tour. She's so far refused to confirm or deny suggestions that she'll visit Namibia on Saturday. The South African Foreign Minister Peek Botha says Mrs. Thatcher will go to Namibia to watch the pullout of South African troops. In Alaska, Exxon have fired the captain of the supertanker which ran into a reef, causing the biggest US oil spillage. Investigators confirmed he had more alcohol in his blood than legally allowed. Meanwhile, Exxon denies claims that it was slow to begin the cleanup. It says it had to wait 2 days before Coast Guards gave permission to spray the slick. That's it, there's more news later.
Thames opens up new drama for a new season. Ben Kingsley stars in Murderers Among Us.
That piece of paper will lead us to the Eichmanns and the Muras, then you can put them on trial like you're doing at Nuremberg.
Wartime romance and A Nightingale Sang.
Can I take you out tomorrow night?
Me?
Well, it might be years before I see you again.
The struggle for power. A dangerous life.
First trial, are you confident justice will be done?
It's a Marcos court. It'll hand down a Marcos verdict.
Setting out on a dangerous mission, the heroes.
I'm not suggesting it would be a joyride, Brigadier.
It would certainly be a suicidal mission, Major.
No, I don't believe it would.
The Heroes starts this Sunday, continues Monday and concludes Tuesday at 9 on Thames.
I travel to and from Thames with a group of lads who work on the London Underground, and one of them in particular is a film buff. So, Richard, if you're watching and if you have the time, I hope you sit down, relax and enjoy our star movie, which is From Here to Eternity.